Today I'm going to be building a $500 gaming PC. It is currently March of 2019 and I purchased all of my parts from Micro Center. I saved a little bit of money specifically on the motherboard and graphics card because I did get them open box, but also the processor. The processor was only $80 and Micro Center gives you $30 if you buy a motherboard and processor with the same purchase. So I did save a good amount of money there. That RX 580 is going to allow us to play practically all games maxed out at 1080p, and the Ryzen 5 1600 is going to allow us to do more CPU intensive tasks such as video editing, photo editing, or possibly even streaming. This isn't going to be a step-by-step guide, but I am going to show you the parts and I am going to show you how I build the PC. But if you've never built a PC before, it's probably a better idea to go check out another video, a more in-depth guide on how to build a PC. So let's jump right into it. For our motherboard, we went with the Gigabyte Aorus B450M, and although it is a micro ATX board, it still has a decent amount of VRAM connections, plus an M.2 slot, which we will use in this build, and overall it's just a great board for the price. For our processor, we went with an AMD Ryzen 5 1600, which at $80 is just a complete steal. This is a 6-core 12-thread processor, which as I mentioned earlier, will work great when it comes to gaming and CPU intensive jobs, and not to mention it also does come with a decent air cooler, which did help us save a little bit of money there. For RAM, we went with a HyperX Fury Black 8GB kit, which is dual channel DDR4 and it runs at 3200 MHz. Now although this is only 8GB and not the usual 16GB, since this is a budget build, we initially need to save money somehow. The RAM isn't really that big of a deal because 8GB should be more than enough for gaming. However, we can always just upgrade in the future, so it's really not that big of a deal. For storage, I decided to go with an M.2 NVMe drive because overall, it is a lot faster than a mechanical hard drive. Down the line, we could always just add a cheap $40 1TB hard drive for more storage. But for now, this is going to make the PC feel overall a lot faster during everyday use. For our graphics card, we went with a PowerColor Red Dragon RX 580 8GB that we got open box for around $140. At this price range, this really was a steal and definitely boosted our performance per dollar when it comes to gaming. Although this card is old, it really still performs great and will easily handle any game we throw at it. For our case, we went with a Thermaltake H17 non-windowed version. Although this case doesn't have a window, the overall interior design and cable management makes this case feel a lot more expensive than it really is, and this is overall a great case to build in, especially if you are a beginner. Last but not least, for our power supply, we went with a Cooler Master Master Watt Lite 500 watt 80+ certified. This power supply isn't modular, which means we can't select which cables we're going to use, but luckily our case has a power supply cover that allows us to hide the unused cables underneath and out of sight. Plus at $40, it is still 80+ certified and should get the job done well. So now that we went through the parts, it's now time to build. So let's get building.
Dancing till the dawn.
Can you spare any money, friend? Asshole. Stop moving.
Officer, you need help?
Stay back, sir. I got this.
Freeze! I'll shoot! What the?
Going to explore over there. Rings closing in 1. Supply bin here.
45 seconds. Ring's a little far.
Spotted. Taken fire.
That was fun. Sorry you died.
Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.